to see how things are. I actually felt a little coolness out there this morning.
Amazing how a little bit different from what we've had over the past couple of days feels a little bit better, right?
Yeah.
I do think we're going to find some more numbers that are in the 60s this morning and the next couple of mornings, so that's a step in the right direction. That's a little bit more seasonable. We're not supposed to be starting in the 70s just yet. That's more of a June kind of thing. Daytime highs are likely going to stop someplace in those middle 80s, depending on when we have to wait for those showers to get here. And then overnight tonight, I do think we can find more numbers in the 60s tomorrow, maybe even back in the middle 60s, depending on how long it takes to clear some of these skies out just a little bit, because we've got a little change finally set to arrive, a boundary that wants to droop back in across the grain from the north and east, and that will trigger some more showers maybe later tonight and into the overnight. But once it moves across the area during the day tomorrow, we bring in some drier air, and it does look like Friday and Saturday are the nicest looking days of the bunch. Showers are still going to be part of the forecast. Today they're real high, and I think they're going to be high again by the end of the weekend, but we can lower those rain chances a little bit, I think, for tomorrow and for Saturday. As far as the setup this morning goes, it is muggy out there, but it's not as warm as it's been. A couple of showers in the overnight, still moving through parts of Suwannee County. They're fizzling out as they get towards the I-75 corridor. 68 is a pretty popular temperature for Tallahassee, for Thomasville, and for Valdosta. Not a lot of wind out there, so we will be on the lookout for some of that fog. I've already seen some areas where the fog's getting thick. All the temperatures now between like 64 and 69. No numbers that start with a 70. That is a nice little treat for us after the way the mornings have been going this week. It's not a lot of wind to stir things up. We'd like a little breeze to limit some of the fog. Now, the fog is thicker way out west, but we have areas like Valdosta, like Homerville. We're talking 1 mile or lower, same in Marianna. So yeah, there is some fog out there. You know the vermin will be out there lurking, so be careful on the roads. They're going to be damp and slippery from all the rains we've been seeing. Now, the southeast has still got all this warm, humid air in place. The change comes instead of just waiting on some of those upper level pieces of energy and even that little weak sea breeze to fire up the showers. Going to see this little boundary try to slide through the area, and that should be able to trigger a few extra showers later on today. As it moves more towards the south and west and gets far enough away, some of the drier air starts to filter in behind it, and the air behind is a little bit cooler. Now, eventually that boundary will start to lift back to the north. That's likely going to happen by Sunday, and that's when our rain chances start to peak a little bit more. So I think we get a little break from some of those showers. They're not going away, but they're not going to be as high tomorrow and Saturday, and then they start coming back for early next week. So more showers, more storms staying in the forecast. The winds on the Gulf today, light, less than 12 knots, and the sea's less than 2 feet. It's 60s and 70s, mostly 60s this morning, damp and muggy. Let's put those rain chances up to 80% again. More showers. There'll be some storms. I don't think we're talking about as many of the bigger ones with the wind gusts or the hail, but I can't rule out 1 or 2 of those still, so we'll have our eyes on it. Please keep checking in with us throughout the day. I think the showers are going to linger a bit tonight, but clearing tries late. I think our Friday and Saturday are looking like the nicest days of the next several. By Sunday and Monday, those rain chances, they want to perk right back up.